Hello everyone, Sahara's here. I hope you're all having an amazing day. I'm currently in Colombia, in Cali. I've been in Colombia for 7 weeks now, and yeah, obviously I've been doing lots of videos. I've done some university vlogs now, I've done some travel vlogs now. If this is your first time seeing my channel, go and check it out. But yeah, I get a lot of questions about university from my subscribers, and it's about time that I made a video like this talking. I've been kind of shy to do it because first of all, I just don't like I love filming stuff, I love editing stuff, but I don't really like talking to the camera. That's not the vlog style I want to do. But I'm trying to embrace it because people do like watching it and stuff, and so yeah, bear with me. I'm gonna make this video like a small little kind of like FaceTime thing in the corner, so I don't feel like that much pressure, and the fact that I know I'm going to edit it like that also makes me feel less pressured. So yeah, just enjoy these videos of me and my friends messing about at university and stuff. So in this video, I want to talk about things I wish I knew before I went to university that would have been useful. I've got about 10 tips, so yeah, in no particular order. Yeah, let's get started. So my first tip would be, not my first tip, but like things I wish I knew. I wish I knew that I had ADHD. It would have been really useful, to know. And I guess I always had an idea that I always had an idea that I probably had it. So did my school, but they never organized me to have the test for it and stuff. So yeah, basically I did struggle quite a bit, especially with I've always I struggled a lot in secondary school as well, especially without knowing. It's crazy that I made it that far without knowing, not without knowing, but without having any support and stuff. But yeah, I told the university because I was really struggling in my first term, and there was just, especially at Cambridge, they set so much work. The reading lists are so long, and I just felt like I could not keep up with my peers. And so I asked them, can I get tested? I think I have 10 out of 10 of all this, not 10, but basically, when you do them tests, I was getting 100% scores. It was crazy, or at least 95%, really severe level ADHD. So yeah, my university paid for my ADHD examination, and it's been so useful to know, to have support with it. I got I got some an equipment grant and stuff. So yeah, that was really useful. Money towards a new laptop and a bunch of other equipment that is actually not really useful. Even the printer is really complicated to use. I tried to get the IT department at my university to fix it, and even they were struggling. They was what is this So but at the end of the day, just even during exams and stuff, I have extra time, and I've had I haven't been in the same exam halls as the rest of my peers, and that's been so helpful because I do get quite anxious in those settings and stuff. So yeah, that's been really helpful. So if you do think that you have it, definitely get diagnosed. I know this shit is expensive, and I'm so grateful and blessed that my university did pay for mine. I know that some universities can at least pay for half of it and stuff. So yeah, I guess that goes on to my next tip, which would be just apply for everything. Apply for literally everything. Me being here in Colombia right now, I applied for every grant. I did a Spanish course. So basically last year I went to Mexico for 3 months. I did some volunteering there. I got travel money to go there for my college, and I really fell in love with the culture there, and I wanted to explore the rest of Latin America. But I knew that I had to take my Spanish to a better level. So when I went back to my university, I did an intensive course. They had a grant where I could apply for an intensive. Basically, it was money towards doing an intensive Spanish course. So I just completed an intensive Spanish course in Medellin. It really helped me. It was really challenging at times. The teachers really But anyways, what I'm saying is apply for everything. Like, you just never know what opportunities like your university has to offer. I know some people, like one of my friends right now, they went to Japan. Like there was like an exchange project there and stuff, and yeah, like literally just anything that you think like, oh, this could be interesting, even if you don't end up doing it and stuff, just apply anyways so you can have the opportunity, because you would rather have that than be like, oh, I wish I applied, I missed the deadline, like, and yeah, also sign up to everything, like every society, but be careful, because I did that on Freshers Fair, and actually it was like a little bit too overwhelming, like the fact that I signed up for every single society, I was kind of like, okay, but which one do I actually go to? So I ended up not really doing any society, which was quite funny. But still, you should definitely, like, if you already have a hobby that you're interested in and you want to, or like something that you're, just apply for it, just do it. So it's the best way to make friends. Like, they have the best socials and stuff as well, like, and this takes me on to my next tip. Make friends everywhere you go. It doesn't matter what year group, anything, like, just like, and if you guys don't get along, like, that's calm, innit? Like, just try and make another friend. Like, I'm still making friends now. Like, at the end of my first year, I didn't feel like I'd made friends, but I didn't have like a solid friend group or like people I could like rely on and like hang out with often or like study with or anything. Like, I was really lonely. That's why I was just like, I'm just gonna go to Mexico and live my best life. So I did my little solo trip. But yeah, definitely, like, people say they meet their best friends in their like second year, third year. Like, I've definitely made so many good friends this year, and like, I'm just so happy that I've been more confident in myself, and the traveling has definitely helped me as well. So I would definitely recommend that. Travel, literally travel at any time. This year I've been to 6 different countries, like 7 if you want to count like Vatican City, but yeah, like every opportunity I had, if I had a free weekend, like I went to Paris during my uni term on the weekend. I also went to Cyprus during uni term. Oof, something just, sorry, there's like a little bug that flew onto me. Yeah, during my December holiday, I went to Italy. And this is all like really like, I wouldn't say cheap, but I definitely made it affordable. Like, for example, like when I was in Mexico, I made so many friends. So when I stayed in Paris, I sorry, I feel like you can't see me, but I'm trying to like pretend that the camera's not there. Yeah, when I went to Paris, I stayed with like this woman who I made really good friends with. And yeah, she was just like, I would love to see you again, come visit me. I was like, of course, like I'm coming in 2 weeks. I booked it like there and then, and I also like, we went to Berlin on a field trip for a week, and I made some friends in Mexico as well that study in Berlin. So obviously I told them I was coming, and they was like, oh my gosh, you have to stay. And the first week, like I wanted to hang out with them more, but we was really busy with the field trip, just constantly like going to museums and going out and whatever. So I ended up staying for another week, missing that flight. And yeah, I stayed with my friends and like free accommodation again, and like I had a really good time there. So yeah, all this travel stuff, like it might look expensive, but like you can do it really affordably. Like this is going really off topic, like it'll have to be another video, but yeah, anyways. So yeah, I guess that goes to the next point. Like, be confident in yourself and your ability. Like, you made it. Like, congratulations. Like, sorry, can I just get a... You guys, you literally deserve this. Like, congratulations for meeting your offer. For those of you watching who are like interested in going to university, like just apply and see what happens. Like, one of my friends that I'm traveling with, she applied to like university this year and stuff, got her offers, and then decided like, nah, she doesn't want to do it. Like, she's doing really well in her job and her career. Like, she doesn't need to do it. And like, if she wants to do it later down the line, like she can. But yeah, like there's no harm in applying, unless like obviously you don't want to, like, the application can be a bit spenny. But if you're not sure about it, just definitely, like I said, just apply anyways and just see. And yeah, like, just be confident in yourself, because I, like, from my own experience, like, and especially like going to Cambridge as well, like I just felt like the worst imposter syndrome ever. I was like really shocked that they accepted my offer and stuff, you know, because a lot of people tried to tell me like not to apply, like don't you know, don't be disheartened when you don't get in and stuff. It's literally what my school said to me, actually, which goes on to my next point, again, because basically just stay true to yourself at the end of the day. Like, you just have to do what is best for you. Like, just believe in yourself. Like, no one is going to support you as much as you can support yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to find the same love and support from a relationship as you will from yourself. Same for your family as well. Like, your family will always, you know, like, hopefully your family always love you. I can't like speak for everyone's family, but like it's getting a bit deep in it. Oh gosh. Anyways, like, you just have to stay true to yourself. Like, my teachers in my school, they was telling me don't apply, don't be disheartened when you don't get in. Even my family was telling me like, are you sure you want to go to Cambridge? Why don't you apply to Sussex? And if I'd listened to them, like, I wouldn't be where I am today, like, living my best life in Colombia, like, you know what I mean? Like, gonna graduate next year, 21 years old, with a Cambridge degree. Like, it's crazy how, like, but yeah, I did this for myself, you know, at the end of the day. And not everyone gives advice to, like, be shady, and, like, I definitely had some evil-eyed teachers, some racist, and yeah, I have to call it racist because I've had some certain experiences in that school. I'm not going to name it, but I've definitely had some really messed up things said to me and experiences. But some teachers also just told me don't apply because they thought it wouldn't suit me, as in, like, I've always been like quite a sociable person. Like, I haven't really been very academic. Like, I have good memory and stuff, so like exams I find, like, you know, doable. But I don't know, like, really I've been into like creative stuff and artistic stuff, but even that itself, like, has been a blessing, because all my like feedback from my supervisors and my like director of studies at Cambridge and stuff, they've all said like, wow, this idea is really unique, I haven't heard this before, so original. Like, they really appreciate like your academic like uniqueness, is that a word? I don't know, like, I guess, like, but yeah, my like individuality and like my own like agency when I like write my essays and stuff, like, they really appreciate that. And that's nice as well, because especially going to Cambridge, I thought I had to like fit a certain box and formula, and like, I just had to, you know, be a certain thing that, like I said, like, my teachers and my family, like, they was only saying it to look out for me, like, don't apply because it might not be for you. But then, like, now that I'm there, like, no, like, especially, I don't know, I can't speak on everyone's experience because it depends on the subject, it depends on your college, but I'm really blessed because I go to like a really left-wing, like, creative college with loads of opportunities and stuff. Shout out King's College, like, and my director of studies as well, he's so lovely, and like, he really, really like appreciates, like, yeah, he just always told me like, stay true to yourself, because I remember at the start just being like, oh, how do I write an essay, what structure should I use, like, oh, and I was like writing them, like, my first essay was like so robotic because I was just like trying to like tick all the boxes, and he was like, no, like, you can start your essays with a vignette, and like, he really like wanted me to embrace my creativity like through academia, which was so nice. So yeah, shout out Matthew Gandhi. Thank you so much for like believing in me and supporting me, because I know not everyone has like the same experience, especially at Cambridge. So yeah, I've been really lucky. I've like, some people are passionate about it, and if that's what you want to do, like, that's fine, and I understand that's where the money's at. And I know a lot of my friends was like, they want to do it for like 2 years, and then afterwards they'll leave, and then they'll follow their passions, but they need to get their money up. Don't get me wrong, life is expensive. So I've not come from like a privileged background, you know, like I'm all for like getting your money up, helping your family make it out the hood, like. But at the end of the day, like I said, you have to stay true to yourself. Like, if it's not what you want to do, don't just do it because everyone else is. And that's something I fell victim to, because I remember in my first, I didn't even know about like spring weeks or investment banks, or like, I wasn't really thinking about career stuff when I applied. I was always just like, yeah, like I'll just do geography because like I like it. And everyone is like, what the fuck? Like, because, you know, loads of people do law, or medicine, and like serious subjects. But I was just like, it's a nice subject, I like it, like I like how broad it is, and I want to keep my options open. I'm not sure what I want to do afterwards, so I just want to like learn as much as I can. And I felt like geography was like the subject for me. But when I joined Cambridge, a lot of people was like, oh, you're studying geography, like what's that, rocks, like. And it's really like draining, to be honest. Like, I know like a lot of it is jokes and the whole like la you guys just colour in and stuff. Obviously a lot of it is just jokes and banter, but like, yeah, sometimes it becomes like really evil, like haterish. Like, you just have to block it out at the end of the day, and they're just jealous because they're doing some boring subject, you know. So whatever you want to study, like study it for yourself, be true to yourself. I remember like in my first year, all the Brampton Warriors, for those of you that don't know, there's a school in like East London called Brampton, and like my year group in particular, they had like 70 people that went to Oxford, Cambridge. No, it was 100 people that went to Oxbridge, but like 70 of them was in Cambridge. So, and these are a lot of like the like ethnic minority people in the university, especially like the people from London. A lot of them are from Brampton. So I did make friends with a lot of them at first. Now I'm not too sure. Like I'm still calm with like people and stuff, but they are like, it's this own like clique thing itself, you know, like kind of reminds me of like my own secondary school, but like everyone just became like so cliquey and so like friendship groupy, whereas like I'm very much a person that like, I like to embrace like new things and new cultures and stuff. So yeah, like I don't know, anyway, sorry, different topic. But I remember all of them just like applying for all these investment bank like spring week things, and they was like, yeah, Sahara, what are you doing? You're not doing anything, what? But like, like, don't you want to be poor after you graduate and da-da-da. And I just like all this like nonsense, you know. But university is not about that. Like a lot of them was missing like the lectures, and they couldn't come to like certain socials and certain events because they was like, I've got to do this application, the deadline is this and da-da-da, and applying to like hundreds of them to only end up doing like 1 or 2 different firms. Just like seems like such a waste of time, you know. Like university is meant to be like about enriching yourself and like new experiences and figuring out what you want to do next, not like rigidly like, you know, like I'm gonna live like this because this person told me to. Like, no, like you need to like figure out for yourself. Like everyone's life is unique, and you know, you have to embrace that. But yeah, I did fall victim to it. I applied to one at BP, and I applied for one at the civil service. I got both of them. I didn't even end up going. Like, I just wasted my time doing the application and stressing about it, and it's all just so silly because like, yeah, I didn't even end up doing it. Like, I didn't want to work with BP, like some big oil company. Like, that's literally against like all of my values, you know, like especially as a geography student. And like some people would have said like, oh, that's stupid, you should have still done it, and like, what about your CV? And like, oh, who cares at the end of the day? Like, first of all, I'm not gonna lie, I do have like really good experience. Like, I used to work with the like Metropolitan Police, I used to work with the Mayor of London. If you have like questions about that, I'll do another video, because people do ask me a lot and like how they can get involved and like get these types of opportunities. But again, it's literally just like, in a nutshell, just apply for everything. I just applied for so much stuff when I was in sixth form, and yeah, somehow I ended up like training police officer new recruits, which is just crazy. I was 17 years old, like training them like how they should like do stop and searches appropriately. But anyway, the point is like, I don't need these like like little spring week, like everyone was just like, what about your CV? And like, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, like I had to stay true to myself. I ended up booking a flight to Morocco. I was like, I do not want to work for BP. I do not want to work for the civil service. Deuces. And yeah, I guess what else? Maybe that will take me to my next point, which is like, don't get into a relationship either. I've like literally messed this up like both years of university. Like at the end of the day, like I wouldn't go back and change anything, and I'm grateful for the experience, but and I guess like it's hard when like, you know, when you do like fall in love and stuff, it's easier said than done to like not get into a relationship. But I genuinely had feelings for these people and felt like I don't know, like, but like just from my own personal like experience and advice, having like long relationships in both my first and second year, like that's not what university is about either, you know. Like you have your whole life to like meet the love of your life, and who knows, like maybe like I don't know, I don't want to say anything, like I'm not going to go too deep into my own, but I'm just saying like just university, it should be like the place where like you can build yourself and your foundation, and not build a relationship, at least not build like a romantic relationship. Like of course friendships, and who knows, you might even like end up like one of your like close friends at university, they could become like your significant other in the future. Like you never know, but it's not something that you should like be thinking about now, or at least like maybe if you want to, like in your third year, like when you know like what you want to do after you finish. Not that I don't know, not that I know what I want to do after I finish anyways, but but yeah, like I'm just saying, definitely in your first year, don't date anyone. Is there anything else I've missed? Just making you feel like so guilty about like not, and of course like we're all there because we love our subject and like we're all passionate, so like of course we're gonna like study and whatever, but it's not everything. Like, you know, like go outside. I had some friends in first year that didn't even want to go outside for like a break. They was just like, no, I've got to study, I have like 3 essays due, and like for what? It didn't even count for anything, like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't go towards your final degree. Like it's just so silly. And in my second year I ended up being like, you know what, fuck it, like I'm just gonna have a good time. But like really I should have done that in first year, and then maybe I could have been more serious in second year, but because I was so serious in first year, I ended up being just like, I can't take it anymore in my second year. And hopefully that's okay, because like now like in third year I'm obviously gonna lock in, but I don't know, I was just like, I just couldn't take it anymore. I was going through a lot this year, like a lot mentally, like a lot of family stuff at home. Yeah, like I really struggled and stuff, to be honest. So, and I don't really have advice for that, I guess. It is going to be hard. Some people like don't make it through the whole thing. Some people drop out. Some people will intermit, take some time out. I've considered intermitting so many times, if I'm going to be real. Like, it's not easy. But at the end of the day, everyone is struggling. Like, no one finds it easy. If someone says it's easy, they're lying to you. They're a prick. Like, everyone finds it hard. So, like, you know, we're all in this together. Like, you're not alone at the end of the day. But definitely, like, it's something that I'm still working on to myself. Like, you have to take care of yourself, your mental health, like make the time for yourself. Don't just get sucked into your subject and sucked into the social stuff. Like, you need to always, at the end of the day, like look out for yourself and your mental health, your physical health. Like, if that's not going well, nothing will go well. Trust me, I had to learn that the hard way. Like, I got so sick this year, and I've just been through like the most like mental challenges that I've ever been through and stuff. Like, but here I am, I survived, innit? I'm a survivor, and let's hope I can survive another year. I think that's all my tips. Obviously, like, just as like a basic one, like, you can use ChatGPT, and I use it as like a really like useful research tool. You can get it to summarize like articles, and like you know, it can like recommend readings for you and stuff, and like it's really useful if you know how to use it. But don't just be like, write me this essay on this and then submit it, because like that is just so dumb, and they are obviously gonna know, and it's just, and like, why are you even at university if you're doing that? Not gonna lie, like, why? But definitely, like, I'm not to be like, oh, like I always use ChatGPT to like research, and like, for example, like if there's a reading, and sometimes they can be so misleading, you know, and that's another thing as well. Like, sorry, this is just going on and on, but some, like, the reading lists at Cambridge especially are so long, like, and even when you speak to like the professors, like your supervisors, they'll say like, no, like it'll be insane for you to read all of it. Like, these are all just like, they'll have like the, you know, the compulsory ones, but then they'll also have like the suggested ones, and you don't need to read all of them. But sometimes I would like maybe like ask ChatGPT, like, oh, I want to do my essay and like have this approach towards it, like what readings do you think would suit this essay, like, or, you know. And sometimes like it doesn't work, sometimes it's really useful, like, just, you know, you just have to play around with it. So yeah, that's all my tips. Thank you guys so much for listening. Yeah, I hope that like this video has been like helpful and stuff, and yeah, to those of you who just got your results, congratulations, and yeah, I hope you enjoy university.